Yeah, hello. Um, doing okay. Um, Not full of zest, and I guess that comes with age as well. I've lost some of the vitality and enthusiasm for life that I once had, um, or at times anyway. So I'm just feeling a little bit um, ordinary at the moment. Not in the sense that I'm sick, but I'm just an ordinary citizen of Australia. I'm residing in Cambodia at the present, but yeah, I'm heading home in about 16 days or something like that. No, a little bit longer, about 20 days. No, a little bit less, 19, something like that. And I just had a conversation with another resident here, and I haven't had an outlet to speak about, what's actually going on for me. But there is some concern about where I'll stay when I get back. My mother and stepfather said that I could stay with them or with my stepfather. My mother's in a nursing home, um, and so there's a little bit of fear and apprehension there, because the last time I was there, I had to go to hospital or I was admitted to hospital as an involuntary patient. So there's a lot of damage, so to speak. I know my attitude and behaviour didn't help my mother's health at all. And at times I felt guilty about the fact that, the stress that I caused it may have exacerbated some of her conditions and led her to uh, being in a home. Um, but I've just got to surrender to the fact, that I'm powerless. I was powerless over that kind of conduct. And I'd like to think that I've grown since then, especially during my time here in Cambodia. Um, yeah. So, what's appealing and what sparks me up is being able to get into some Australian tucker or food, you a corned meat and sweet mustard pickle sandwich on decent bread. That's my mouth is watering just talking about it. And there's other things as well that I'd like to try and indulge in and put some weight on, basically. Um, yeah, I don't know how long I'll be in Australia for, but Southeast Asia is starting to lose its appeal due to the fact that I can't communicate, and those people that do speak good English are highly valued and sought. They've got good paying jobs. So their time is very valuable to them. So um, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I feel like my symptoms have abated. I've taken my medications this afternoon, and there's no side effects from that. For which I'm grateful. At present, that was around 3 hours ago. Um, and there's one concern about games being played on the internet, but I've just got to surrender to the fact, it's either delusion or something that I'm completely powerless over. There's no point in obsessing about it, trying to work it out, because if games like that are being played, then it's not like I am um, contributing to that dynamic, so to speak. Unless, of course, you want to call recovery a game as well. But I don't like stepping into that realm, because my psychopath comes to the fore and I want to win, and it's pretty childlike, that kind of mentality, So it's all pretty good here in Cambodia. I could go on about issues that I'm not really complaining about. The guest house seems to be going backwards. You know, things like that are just completely out of my control. Yeah, so it's all good. I was going to say please comment or subscribe, but there's nothing really anyone can say at the moment, that would cheer me up or give me hope or confront me. Yeah, so it's times like this where I generally, once I've had a period of time where I feel okay within myself and with life and society, that the delusion starts that I am somewhat normal. When reality is I'm only just discovering what normalcy is for me, without going on any sort of intellectual tangent, trying to impress others that I'm capable, sound, and stable. I feel that way, which is a blessing. Yeah, so it's nice. You're feeling nice and pleasant. So I'll leave it at that. Yeah, thanks again to my subscribers. I value you, Jules, Dave, and James. You're about the only ones I've had contact with that I'm a little familiar with. So take care. Bye for now.